New York Fashion Week is an opportunity for the world's most famous fashion designers and newcomers alike to show off their brands as well as style. The goal is to turn heads, get the industry buzzing. Okay, for more insight into the most recent New York Fashion Week, as well as the diversity showcased at the event, we are joined by makeup artist, educator D'Angelo Thompson. D'Angelo, welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So from designers showing to the artists backstage, what was the Black designer presence and mood at the New York Fashion Week this year? And how would you say it compares to recent years?
I would say there are some new talent that's popped up in the most recent seasons, like Laquan Smith and Sergio Hudson. So Sergio Hudson showed during New York Fashion Week, and his stuff was very beautiful, and opulent is the new word everyone's using now. So definitely there was a presence there.
Talk to us about where the fashion industry diversity initiatives stand nearly 5 years after many were introduced. Have you seen this trickle down, the fallout from President Trump's anti-affirmative action stance? That had to be discussed backstage.
It's interesting. It's not necessarily discussed backstage, but in the business realm, it is. The 15% pledge, which Sephora did and other retailers, it's still present in Sephora, and they actually had a big event about a week ago in LA. So the entrepreneurs are still there and they're still pushing. However, because there has been a pushback from Target and Walmart and certain companies, I think they will see a huge impact on their dollars.
Talk to us a bit more about that, where the bottom line is going to be people's wallets, and they're going to speak with that. There are legions of people out there who really support fashion at every level and want this to be so inclusive and want it to be representative of this country, which has this rich mosaic of ethnic fabric, if you will.
Yeah, America's very diverse, and that's what makes it beautiful. So let's talk about dollars. You know, for the African American dollar, it's 1.7 trillion, right? That's spent. For the Hispanic dollar, Latino dollars, 3.7 trillion spent. So if you look at those numbers and they decide to hold back and not buy fashion or beauty, you'll see a huge shift. I think a lot of personalities and attitudes will change and we'll start to cater more to the market.
Indeed. So looking ahead to the spring and the Met Gala, it is meant to honor Black American style. How significant is that theme right now, and how has it been received? How's it been brought in?
It's been very well received. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it and to celebrate the dandy of African American men from all over the country. A lot of people are hyped about it, and I think you'll see a lot of over-the-top menswear for the Met Gala.
Talk to me more about that, because I think that a lot of rank and file people look at Fashion Week and they do look at it as over the top. But really, this dictates what people are going to be wearing in the months to come, in the year to come. It's a very important time.
I think, you know, fashion is subjective. It's what you personally want. And a lot of people are leaning into buying from African American or other designers more so than the mainstream designers. So I think you will see a shift. You'll see more people in Sergio Hudson and more people in Laquan Smith, for instance, rather than a more mass brand that a lot of people may know.
What more do you think needs to be done in the fashion industry to boost the presence and staying power of Black fashion?
Not only staying power of Black fashion, but just fashion in general, that everyone's included. You know, Anna Sui has been a staple, right? In New York Fashion Week. I want to see more Anna Suis in New York Fashion Week, as well as African American and Latino designers, etc.
You know, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's not just Black, it's not just Hispanic, not Caucasian, but really it is so important to the whole fabric of this country and the amount of money that people spend on apparel every year. Talk about that and why it's so important. Not just apparel, makeup, which of course is your trade.
You know, apparel, makeup, it's according to trends. Every season, a woman buys a new lipstick or a new blush or a new foundation or bronzer, and that's billions upon billions of dollars and trillions worldwide. It's a huge influence as well as fashion. For myself and others, we don't necessarily buy the full collection every season, but we may buy one item. But one item times 1 million people times 10 million people makes a huge difference. So there's a huge influence from diversity and inclusion in fashion as well as beauty.
D'Angelo, there is this pushback, though, from the White House about diversity. And I refuse to believe that designers, makeup artists are going to go quietly into the night. Could you see them banding together and saying, look, this is us. We are the people that kind of set the tone, and you can't just shove us into a corner?
True, and you see that on social media, like they're saying, don't go to certain Target, for instance. I think Target will feel the wrath of their decisions with DEI. And also, you want to think about, I was trying to see like other brands that are hurting. And
Right.
yes, we do speak up and we don't allow it to dictate who we hire and what's going to happen in the future, because we are thinking about the future, not just the now or the past for that matter.
Indeed. D'Angelo, I can't thank you enough for your time. Best of luck, continued success, and I hope you have a wonderful spring at the Met Gala. Thank you.
So thank you.